Sports bettors, how are we doing? NFL player props, episode number 3 for the future segment here. And I have a plus 471. We definitely need to look at DraftKings FanDuel plus. And it is a season-long player prop. And I know some of these season-longers could be a little more time constraining for people. But hey, if I told you today I had a plus 470 play, you would take it, right? And I think this is almost a lock, to be quite frank with you. I am going to break it down for you guys today. I have a ton of stats for you guys as well backing this. This is our episode 3. I have another video dropping today as well, going over another team's team total that I like. I will say this. I have 5 pages of player props and futures. That'll be released on my NFL clients that already purchased. Now, I have 2 plays that are over 7 units in this futures. I want to red alert the one. It's plus 164, but I never red alerted anything. If anything, in a series play, we had sharp action plays, but I will say this. I'm putting them both at 7 units, and these are for futures. And yes, I know you guys have to wait a little bit. And that's A-okay. I thought something was on my hand here. But that's A-okay. You guys have to wait throughout the whole season. And guess what? Like I said before, if I had a big 7 unit at 164, we would take that all day. But I will say this. I put a lot of time and effort into my NFL futures. And I want to dive into this one. Now, I am going to put the futures for a package alone. So a lot of people didn't buy the $500 NFL season. That's okay. After today, it goes back up to $1,000 for the full season. If you're still interested, it is pinned in the comment section below. It gets everything. If you guys want my NFL futures, it's $29.99. I put a significant amount of work into my futures. And I love that I was able to make both these different bets from better books, whether that was FanDuel or DraftKings. That's the 2 that I used for this exact segment. Now, this player prop that I'm giving you specifically is coming from FanDuel. I have so much stuff to go over with this one, this player prop. And if you guys don't mind, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Free plays here legitimately every single day. If you guys don't mind, thumbs up in a video. This is our episode 3 for our player props and futures segment here, as far as looking ahead to the 2025 and 26 NFL football season. And again, if you guys want my entire futures list, I have 2 7-unit plays. One is a parlay and one is just a regular straight up bet. I wrote by the one too. This is a lock. How do we not bet on that? And usually those are the ones that lose, but the numbers are incriminating. Obviously barring a season injury, there's no way. There's just no way. Pin in the comment section below, Jimmy's NFL future. It's only $29.99. I will see you guys on there. All right, let's get into it, y'all. We're going to talk passing. All right, I'm going to go over a couple numbers. 4th in pass complete percentage for last year. Completion percentage, right? This player was number 4. This player was number 1 in touchdowns. Was also very good to the interception column as well. 43 touchdowns, only 9 picks. 53 pass completions more than any other receiver. And you would find it crazy to believe that Aaron Rodgers was the one of the top 5, I think, as far as like passing attempts, maybe number 2 even. And he didn't do very well. He had 3,800 yards, but it just was kind of like under the radar, wasn't it? Aaron Rodgers, it just didn't seem like that last year watching his games. But moving on. This offense lacks a great offensive line. And the only thing that is scary for me, which is why we're going to give it out for free, is he took 48 sacks last year. Now, again, this player also had the most pass complete or had the most passing attempts as well by a long shot. And that is your Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow. His odds are plus 470 here to be the passing leader of 2025 and 26. I love this play. I have $300 on it. I think it's a very great return. Listen, he had insane amount of numbers last year. Almost 5,000 passing yards. He had 2 games over 400, 1 game that he was just shy of 400. He had terrific performances against great defenses like the Chargers, almost 360 yards that game. I mean, the list goes on for Burrow. Now, this year, the Bengals are going to be criticized heavily, and it's primarily going to be up front. I mean, we just seen it in preseason. Him dropping back, scrambling for 10 to 12 yards, and the lineman kind of standing there instead of reblocking, just repositioning, getting your blocks. Watching Burrow get sacked 12 yards. Now, don't get me wrong. A guy who throws the ball almost 60 times a game in some games. He had a couple or 1 or 2 games where he threw over 50 times last year. Breakdowns are going to happen. Sacks are going to happen. But let's take a look at what we have as far as data last year. That's great. Kind of the preambion or whatever you want to call it of the play here was going over last year's stats because he was fantastic. I mean, against Baltimore, both times he had almost 4 yards. Great team, offense and defense. And that was even in a December game, right? Chargers, 356 yards. If we could get 2, again, 400-yard games, I think this is a rocking chair winner, and I think we absolutely will. Let's take a look at the schedule here. Last year, he had his better games after November, okay? His best performances were after November, and that's an issue, right? You think about where he plays in Cincinnati, and it's cold in the winter. The kind of back half of their schedule for 2025. Tough game, at Buffalo. Then they're at home to the Ravens where he put up, an average of 400 yards a game last year. Then they go on the road, which is so key against the depleted secondary defense, Miami Dolphins. And then they come back home where they need to probably grab both games. The Cardinals, awful defense, and the Browns. I think that the end of this schedule kind of sets us up for this play. So that's this year's November and December kind of closeout for the Bengals. Now, I think it's very important to bring that up because they don't have a guaranteed winning game this season. Again, they lost multiple games last year, scoring over 35 points. They're give-me games this year. Maybe the Jets. I think Fields is going to get destroyed because I think the coaching style does not benefit him. Their attempt to drive the run in this game is going to get them a lot of boos this year, and I could already hear it. I could literally already hear it. They're trying to run the ball so much, they're going to get booed out. But okay, maybe the Jets, maybe the Browns. Okay. And I would say that the Browns is probably a lock, that they should beat them both times. But I'm not sold on that. I'm also not sold on the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to be one of the most sneaky good teams in the league. We've seen great signs of them last year. They have a great pocket passer, and I expect big things. I also have the Patriots team win total. My laundry's done. Season win total over as well. Cheers. So, I know I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. I'm trying to keep all these notes in order for you guys to understand. Joe Burrow to be the passing leader of 2025, again, seems too easy. But who do we actually have to fear, right? Is it the Lions this year? Are they going to really just stick at the teams to make sure that they win? I don't know. They kind of focused on their run game a little bit last year. Goff's a fantastic quarterback, fits the narrative. They have so many offensive firepower weapons. Very well could happen. But I don't think so. So where else do we look throughout is it Baltimore? I just don't see it. Lamar Jackson's very capable of running. There's always that second option. It's not the Chiefs. The Chiefs are too veteran team. They know they need to establish the run, and they have one of the best quarterbacks in the league. If Buffalo didn't play in Buffalo, it would be Josh Allen. The only downfall is still and will be the Bills just aren't giving him any love. What are we doing? Josh Allen is absolutely the best player in the league. It is not even close. He accounts for 80% of the yards, and that is light years ahead of anybody in the NFL as far as teams and individuals. He's without a doubt the best quarterback in the league, and he is without a doubt the best overall player maybe in this generation. And I know a lot of people may disagree with that, and that's okay. I just say let the numbers do the talking. Josh Allen has nobody. Josh Allen has had nobody, and he's always one game away. But he accounts for over 80% of the yards for his team. That is, I don't think you guys, we got the Eagles, we got Jalen Hurts, right? We have Saquon Barkley. You have the Ravens, you have Jackson, you have Henry. The Bills have Josh Allen. Either he's running the ball in the touchdown or he's throwing it to some random ass player. He accounts for over 80% of the yards. He will probably be the greatest player that we watch in our lifetime, and we just don't know it right now. Again, you don't have to agree with me. Just you do your own research on who the most important player in the NFL is for their individual team. It is easily Josh Allen. And he's the best player in the league. I'm an Eagles fan, diehard. But going through Josh Allen's stats, we will never, ever, ever see something like this for a very long time. He could throw the ball on a dime. He runs, he scores, he plows through people. Anyways, we're off topic here. Back to Joe Burrow, plus 470. All right, we kind of wrapped up the schedule here and how important it is. I think that we looked at the end of the schedule, which is great. We got the game in Miami. We have the game against the Ravens. But the most important part is we have those two must-get games. Again, you go through their schedules, the Vikings, the Lions, the Steelers, the Ravens. It is absolute dogfight. Packers, they are in a dogfight game after game. Outside of an injury, there's no doubt in my mind Joe Burrow does better than what he did last year, which is 289.3 yards per game. This Bengals team has really, really shown insane signs of wanting to pass and the will to win in the preseason, putting him in game number 2 for over a quarter. They won it, man. And I love the ambition. I love I think the Eagles are going to come out flat, you know? These guys that don't want to play. No, the Bengals are doing it right. They are saying, you know what? I don't want to come in cold. I don't want to wait to November. We looked at his passing yards last year. Look at, you see his best games came in the back half of the year. Let's get him in his groove now so we get October included in that. And they don't lose 42-45. I have to roll with it. I know he was the leader last year, but there's only signs of improvement for him this year. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Chase Brown. There's so much potential for this offense. Just block. And this is a cupcake plus 470. Give me Joe Burrow, passing yards leader for 2025. I do apologize for all the runoffs. If I messed up, whatever. Last year, Joe Burrow had 650 passing attempts, 652 to be exact, and 4,918 fucking yards. I expect him to be better this year. Take out those couple bad games like the Eagles, all blitz pass rush. Your line stinks. It's not going to happen this year. It's dogfight every single game for them. Patriots are not a lock. Jets, probably. Browns, probably. But outside of that, they got 12, 13, 14 games where he needs to go at least 300. I think this is a absolute no-brainer. A little caveat off that as well. I also have down here Burrow over 4,500 yards, which is only listed at plus 155. That's an absolute steal to go on a side bet. You can't parlay them. So that's what I have for you guys for our little episode 3. Again, I put a lot of work into my futures. I have $300 on Joe Burrow to win this. You know, it pays a good little chunk, plus 470. I'll take that all day. And I know sometimes it's hard to sit there and wonder what my futures are doing, or you don't have $300 laying around to kind of wait, you know, until January. I get it. But if you guys do like futures, I highly encourage you guys, check out my future package. I went 15 minutes talking about a plus 470 play. Imagine how much research I did and how much time and effort I put into just every other one. And I have 5 pages of what all 5 pages aren't going on there. I'm going to have a couple leans at the end, some long shots, but I have 2 7-unit plays. And one is, well, it's pinned in the comment section below, Jimmy's NFL futures for $29.99. They will be sent probably by Friday midday will be the latest. Probably tomorrow, Thursday, but Friday at the latest. I want to word everything properly, put proper units on these bad boys, and make sure you guys are happy with the results as well, because it's a whole season long-term thing. And I came into this year saying, you know what, I'm going to have a couple good parlays, long shots, and I want this to be right. I want it to be right. You know, I looked at the over 64.5 field goal. I said, scrap that shit. I'm doing DraftKings and FanDuel where primarily everyone can see this. Burrow over 4,500 yards, plus 155. You could find that everywhere. DeAndre Swift over 1,000 yards, plus 200. Everybody could find that everywhere. So I want you guys. Josh Allen. Oh, maybe take a look at him. Like, what can we find his, plus 800 over 1,000 yards rushing? I don't think that can happen, but all these are found in every book. So 17.5-minute video. I love you guys. I do apologize for the very long video. If you guys like futures and just chopping up football talk, this is a great video for that. If not, I do apologize if you didn't even make it through half of it. Again, that's okay. Just know we're going Joe Burrow plus 470. I will attach my DraftKings link down there as well, my referral. If you guys like free bonus money, go to my DraftKings link and sign up using my code down there. You get some free cash. I get some free bonus play or some shit. But yeah, most importantly, you get some free bets as well. I think it's you deposit $5, you get $200 in free bonus money. So why not? Put 200 on Joe Burrow plus 470 just for signing the frick up. But anyways, I love you guys. And I will have another video coming out that's a lot shorter here tonight as well on Wednesday. And that will be for a team season win total, breaking down who they're playing and what I think is a very good bet. So I appreciate you guys. Y'all enjoy this video. It's a fucking long one. Good luck. God bless. Grind on.